Welcome back. Today we will be learning about the Internet's basic features in the web browser and email. Now let's begin. The Internet is a lot of computers across the globe that are tied together by wires or wireless waves. To access the Internet, we use a browser. The browser is a program made for using the Internet. A few examples are Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, and Firefox. Internet Explorer is the browser that comes standard with Windows. In the browser window, you will see a back button, forward button, a stop button, refresh button, the address bar, and the home page. We will now get into what they are for. The back button is the left pointing arrow in the top left-hand corner of the Internet browser. It lets you go back to see the web pages you previously visited. The forward button is the right pointing arrow in the top left-hand corner of Internet browser window. It lets you see the web pages you visited after the one you are viewing. The stop button, represented by the red X, stops the page you're about to view from loading. The refresh button reloads the page you are currently viewing. The address bar is the place at the top of the Internet page for typing in website addresses you wish to visit. This is more commonly called a URL, which stands for Universal Resource Locator. For example, you wanted National Library of Jamaica. Its URL is as follows. When you are on an Internet page, not all the time you will have to type in the URL to get to another site. You can instead click on links that will direct you to other Internet pages. A link is a spot on a web page to click on in order to visit another web page. The home page is a default web page your computer starts on when you open the Internet browser. We will now turn our attention to email. An email is an electronic message or letter sent via the Internet. In order to send an email, you need to have an email address and an email provider. The email address is a combination of letters and numbers that represent an email account where messages can be sent and received. Examples are somebody@hotmail.com or somebody@yahoo.com or somebody@gmail.com. An email provider is a company that offers users accounts where they can send and receive email either for free or for a charge. Let us make an email address.
How to make an email address. Email is a fast, easy, and cheap way to keep in touch with the important people in your life, but you need an address to send and receive mail. You will need a computer with Internet access. Step 1. Go to the provider you want your email account to be with, such as MSN or Yahoo or Gmail. Find the sign up link and click on it. Step 2. Fill in any personal information that the site requires. Step 3. Choose your user ID. This is the name or tag that comes before the @ symbol in your email address and can be your name, nickname, or anything you make up as long as it uses only the permitted characters. Step 4. Click the check button to see if the user ID you want has already been taken by someone else. If the user ID you really want is already taken, try adding a number after it, like your birth year, age, or some other significant figure. Step 5. Create a password for your email account. Make it something easy for you to remember, but difficult for someone else to guess. Step 6. Finish your registration. Sometimes this includes creating or answering a security question, accepting the email provider's service agreement, or proving you are actually human by entering a special set of characters. Step 7. Now that you have an email address, get busy using the Internet to send messages to all your loved ones and friends. Did you know? Electronic mail was developed at MIT in the 1960s, years before the Internet was created.
Now that you have chosen an email provider and created an email address, let's look at some of the functions and terms in the email window. Login is where you provide information such as username and passwords that allows you access to your account. The new button is to start a new email from scratch. The inbox is the part of your account where you view messages you have received. Forward button is for sending a copy of an email you received to someone else. Junk folder is a folder where your email provider sends messages it thinks are spam or junk. Reply button is used to send an email back to the person who sent you an email. A copy of the original is usually included. Spam is a form of junk mail that could contain viruses or unwanted advertisements. Deleted folder is a folder where the emails you delete go before they are deleted permanently.
And I've taught you how to set up a Gmail account. Well, now I'm going to teach you how to send an email. Now, you could be 5 years old, you could be 90 years old, but you got to start from the beginning. And I'm here to teach you. So we've created the account, and my email is overthetopfan@gmail, and I'm not going to tell you my password, but we enter our username here, then we enter our password, and we can hit return to sign in. Now, let's say I want to send an email to some of my relatives or, whoever it may be. We'll just go to here to compose mail. And then from there, we can go ahead and I'm going to send it to request@mahalo.com. So and then subject line is where you type in a short little description of your email. So like, hey, check out, like how to. Oh, all right. So, and in the email, how do I draw Stallone? And that's going to get sent to request@mahalo.com. And that's my email. So if you guys want to send me your favorite clips from Over the Top, send them. I love that movie. I love watching clips. So go ahead and send me your favorite clips, like the motor oil scene. Well, back to the task at hand. So remember, guys, we're going to do a little quick recap. 2 is to whoever you want to send it. The subject is just a little quick, it's not important, always important to have a subject, but it's kind of like a little teaser, like, so like, oh, photos from vacation, so that way, when I open it, oh my God, I know it's going to have photos. And just the subject right here, this is the body of my email. That's where I just type in all my information to whoever I'm emailing. So how do I draw Stallone? And we'll hit send. And now I'm going to have to fulfill a request of how to draw Sylvester Stallone and from Over the Top. So make sure you watch that video. Well, guys, I hope you found that useful, and I hope you get started in your emailing journey. And this has been Ken from mahalo.com, and thanks for watching.
Delete an email, reply to an email, forward an email, mark it as important, or mark the email as read later. Let's start with this email. This is an email of something I've already taken care of, so I'd like to delete it. I go up to delete, click on it one time, and the email is now out of my mailbox. But this is an important email that I need to read and probably reply. So once I've read it, I go to the arrow, click reply, type my message, and click on send. But I also want to be sure that someone else I know reads this email. So if I click on the drop-down arrow, I can then choose forward. Once I've entered the address, I click on send. Now, I want to be sure that I come back to this email later. To do that, I go to More, click the arrow. I could mark it as important, which would tell me to come back later. But in this case, I'm going to mark it as unread. So when I return to my inbox, it now looks as if I've never read it before, and that'll catch my eye to read it later.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Tsang, Creative Director and owner of Sunny Kilogram. I'm sure you've had this experience before. An important email from a client suddenly disappears from your Yahoo inbox. Well, don't despair. There are several things you can do to try to locate a seemingly vanished email. Let's take a look. The first course of action is to look for it in the trash folder. If it hasn't been that long since you last saw the email, chances are it might still be in the trash folder and you can undelete it from there. So, navigate to yahoo.com and log in, which I already did. Click on this mail icon here to go to Yahoo Mail. On the left-hand side, click on Trash to get into the trash folder. And you should see a list of emails that have been deleted. Let's say that this is an email that you deleted by accident and you want to move back into the inbox. You can click on it and go up here to Move, click on that, and select Inbox. Alternatively, you can also utilize the drag and drop feature. So just click on the email anywhere on it and move your mouse over to the inbox and let go. Now, when I navigate to the inbox, I should see that piece of mail. So all is well again. If your message isn't in the trash folder though, there's still a chance of recovering it. All you have to do is navigate to the Yahoo Mail Restore Help form. The URL is right here. It's a little bit convoluted, so you can also just go to help.yahoo.com and enter Yahoo Mail Restore Help form in the search bar. In any case, once you're there in this form, just scroll down and fill out the form and describe your problem and submit it. And all you have to do is wait for Yahoo's engineers to work their magic, and they should be able to help you recover your mail. And that's it. Hopefully you'll be able to locate your lost Yahoo emails from now on. For any other questions, please contact me via my website at www.sunnykilogram.com. Until next time, take care.
To permanently delete a message, choose Tools, Empty Deleted Items folder. You will be asked if you are sure you want to delete items. Click Yes. The message is now permanently deleted. Your assignment now is to send a message to someone. Enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you in the next session.